Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to a very casual, informal, unscripted podcast we call Torq Fire podcast.
Yeah. Unedited too.
Here we are having a very fascinating guest, Naruto Uzumaki, and along with that Komal Taya. How are you doing, Komal? How does it feel being so stupid busy?
Yeah, I am going nuts.
Don't blame me for delaying the podcast. I always bring my podcast on Momentum Podcast.
Yeah.
It's all because of Komal's schedule. Tell her to give higher priority to Torq Fire podcast.
No, I'm going super busy because of my training, some sort of training. I'm not gonna reveal it.
You're not? I thought that we
Yeah.
were going to talk about it, but it's your choice. It's her choice.
Let's work in silence, no?
Okay.
Let's your success make some noise. So
Okay.
I just wanted to keep it like that.
Komal is onto something big.
Maybe.
Just like Kim Jong-un. What he did, you know?
What?
He banned skinny jeans and mullet, I think. In that country.
He banned skinny jeans and then what?
Mullet, that hairstyle, no?
Okay, yeah. Then
yeah.
he also permitted this only 4 to 5 hairstyles for boys, right?
Yeah.
Like in North Korea, I just read it. I don't know how much percentage it is true, but it is the fact that only 4 to 5 styles are permissible over there for boys. I don't know about girls.
Yeah. It's his country. He'll do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but I'm feeling like your volume is a little bit low or you are speaking low. I don't know. I'm not having headphones, but I feel like you are speaking low.
No, yeah, I think I'm speaking low. I've spoken way too much.
Yeah, Ashish is speaking.
At least 6-7 hours every day these days.
Yeah.
Because of the classes and all.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to postpone today's podcast, which we are recording because he has taken too much toll on his health. So I was just suggesting him to just postpone it, but he was adamant and he wanted to do it and he was not talking to me and he was throwing some tantrums.
Oh yeah, I have my own mood swings. You gotta deal with it if you want to run a podcast with me.
Yeah, he was not talking to me because I was saying that let's postpone it. We can make it tomorrow. But he was adamant, like, no, you never want to do it, and like that.
Audience of Torq Fire podcast are thanking me right now. They say, thank you, Ashish.
I'm so much packed nowadays. I'm not able to breathe properly.
Basically, that's what we have talked for the last 5 minutes. So people might be getting annoyed. So we are going to discuss what are the topics of discussion today.
Yep.
First, we are going to discuss the beauty standards with beautiful Komal Taya. Komal Taya is going to explain what are the changing beauty standards, what are the reasons behind that, and then we are going to get into communism, the birth of communism.
Yeah, so I think we are going to talk about 2 topics today because we both are very tired.
Okay. We cannot say that one more time. They're going to throw a shoe or something on the screen.
No, like, let's give them idea. We don't know, like, how it will go.
Yeah, we don't. We never know.
Go with the flow.
We never know. Yeah, we never know how it's going to go. Like last time we were planning to talk about something else. Then we ended up talking about ramp walk or things like that. Right? So we never know. That is the beauty of this.
Yeah, and I started my thing and it went on and we made one clip out of it.
Yeah.
I talked so much.
By the way, what's up with shorts on YouTube? They're doing amazing.
Yeah,
I
you
just
only told
uploaded-
me you just uploaded one video today.
I post like valuable content of 10 minutes long where people are really going to learn something from it, and it is going somewhere like 1,000 2,000 views. I upload a short of me just talking about something for 22 seconds out of the same video.
Yeah.
I got 6,000 views in 2 to 3 hours. What the hell? What's going on? Now obviously I understand that when it comes to shorts or reels or earlier TikTok, rest in peace in India, that gets continuous number of views from the same user. So you are going to watch it 10 times, it is going to add up.
Yeah,
But
but
still-
algorithm is like that.
No, but other than that, I'm seeing the likes. Number of likes that I'm getting is more over there than what you get in the real content. Now, likes cannot be multiplied, right? And the click-through rate, it is 13 to 14% easily. Whatever you make any 20-second video, it is going to get 13, 14 click-through rate.
That happened with Instagram too, right? And that is still happening with
They are promoting
every platform. Whoever is introducing these kind of TikTok inspired stuff, like shorts or reels or TikTok.
They are all
right?
basically TikTok with different names.
Yeah. So basically, the kind of content we pull off on these platforms like TikTok, so they are promoting it on a very large scale. I don't know why.
Yeah, there was one YouTube channel who used to give Komal some contracts for making some videos.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
but you're going to find it at some point or the other. So they basically started paying her pretty handsome amount to just make some videos for them. They needed a model. Her agency actually contacted with that person, and then they later said, let's kick out the agency. And they got Komal directly through contract.
And let's wish our agency doesn't see this.
Hey, agency, you have not given much work to Komal, so I don't think that you have much say in this. So please, first do your job. Other than that, Komal. But now they have thought that, okay, let us try in shorts, and all they are doing is creating 1-minute videos. That's it.
But I'm not liking that stuff.
Yeah, that is not definitely number one, not going to add value.
Yeah.
Number two, it is not going to do anything that
my
you are going
career.
to, that also. But it is a new thing. What are they going to do? Because that is what YouTube is doing. That is pretty obvious that they are just promoting these shots.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in that. Even you don't need a huge amount of following also. If you can make a clickbait title and it can be scarcely a little bit interesting to hold on people for 7 seconds or so, then it is going to get lakhs of views. That is the situation that is going on. Now that leaves me wondering that what will happen to podcasts, man, when we are talking for hours. What happens to that kind of content?
Let's make shorts of 1 minute. 1 minute.
My God, 60 shots.
So we'll be having 60 shots.
60
right?
shots. Throw it all over there, right?
Yeah, distribute it within a week.
Yeah,
right?
Just hire a bunch of editors, 100 people working on you, just creating shots. That is how it is going on.
Yeah.
Well, what to do? But I do not know. Anyways, previously also podcasts were not promoted on YouTube at all because of the percentage of view duration when people have so you are going to have 3 to 4% average view duration.
Yeah, that's what we observe, right? With people who have even like 500k and million also, they are only getting hardly 4,000. Like that is also high amount which I'm saying, but I've seen people with 200, 300 views like that.
Yes, and if the only way your podcast is going to hit like a lakh views or something like that, if you brought someone famous.
Yeah,
that is the only way.
Like apart from these biggies podcasts, but the one who are kind of popular also, but they are not having views. So we can see how much podcasts are underestimated, and we can imagine the situation over here in India where people don't even know what podcast is.
Yeah, a lot of them don't, and the other reason is the data usage. So we are very much limited to that, right? 1 GB or 2 GB. So they can't really afford watching a long podcast. But for that, we have given them a solution. You can go to the audio version, right?
Yeah.
And you can just go through the audio version, and then the clips are there. You can watch that. Yeah. That is one way of doing it.
Yeah.
But that is on the contrary helping a lot for these reels and these shorts, because they are helping that data usage thing. Yeah. And they can watch a lot of that.
Yeah, by the way, we are very much thankful for our audience who are showering so much love on us, right? Like, we don't have that much subscriber, but we have good engagement with you.
Our podcast is doing all right. It is doing good.
I'm happy. Like, I'm happy when people tell me in the comment section that you should start. Like, they named one YouTuber Shwetab, right? So, Shwetab or Shwetab?
Shwetab Gangwar, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, someone just said, I just read it comment out of blue. I don't know how. Because I was not replying. And I don't know how I read it then.
Yeah.
So, let's just say I just read it, this comment on my video only. And then that person was saying that you should make it in Hindi.
Oh, okay.
And like Shwetab also started in English, then he just converted it in
Yeah,
Hindi,
yeah.
and you can see
He
that
has a whole.
how many millions your podcast will be having.
Correct,
Like
correct.
we are not thirsty for having more subscribers. We are
Hmm.
not thirsty for more attention. We are here to provide the content. We are here to provide some value so that it can, like, you people can also get some knowledge out of us. We are not saying we are the intellectual person. We are saying whatever we think, if that tunes with you, if that aligns with you, then it's good. If that doesn't, you can leave your opinion in the comment section.
Yeah, see, about doing the podcast in English is no. I know personally that people who want it in Hindi, they also can understand English. Majority of those people who are requesting that. And second of all, if you do it in Hindi, you're just assassinating the whole South Indian crowd that we are not going to make content for you. And I know that honestly, there are a lot of people over there who can't really understand Hindi that well, right? So
Yeah.
there are various reasons, and other people are taking different routes, but this is our way.
So
We have to stick to our niche also.
What
No? We
do you
can.
think, Ashish? People who, like, we have seen a lot of podcasters who are coming up, who are quite famous nowadays. Not Ranveer, but other podcasters and other people suggesting us in comment section. Let's do a collaboration with them and like that. So, what's your take on their decisions of converting their English podcast into Hindi one?
Yeah,
Like I've seen, like,
I think-
everyone who is starting in English is converting themselves into Hindi because they are not able to get the views. They are not so I'm just evaluating that, are they views thirsty?
correct me if I'm wrong. I think Abhi knew that couple also initially
Oh
started.
God, I didn't want
You
you
were
to
talking-
take the name.
No worries. I'm not talking about them, any particular person in general,
Yeah.
but they also converted, right? I have not consumed much of their content.
Yeah, I guess. I'm
Comment
not sure.
section helped me out. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know who were they, but people
Earlier, I
were
think-
commenting, so I just searched them up and then find out. Okay,
Earlier, I think they were making content in English, right?
yeah.
So making content in Hindi, there's absolutely no problem. There's no problem if you're willing to make content in Hindi. And I know personally, because that is how my YouTube channel shot up for the first time. The first content that got over 10,000 views in within few days was a content in Hindi. That was my online preparation for BARC online examination, something like that.
Yes.
Preparation for BRC online examination. So before that, I was making all my videos in English. My CFD preparation, CFD tutorial video was in English. Then I made 2 videos on BARC interview, that was in English.
Yeah.
And then I made 1 video in Hindi. For no reason, I just felt like talking in Hindi that day. I made all of a sudden shot up. So obviously in India, that crowd is more who is going to watch your content, right? And I think regional language, when it comes to, there must be a lot of Tamil people who are making content in Tamil and they are doing very good. I know there are a few Bengali people who are making content in Bengali and they are doing very good. But at the end of the day, we want a wider range of audience. So
Yeah.
the only reason why I'm keeping this podcast in English is that in future, it can expand. If you are making
Yeah.
content in Hindi, then it is having a limit no matter what you do. You cannot go outside India. They are not going to understand your content, right? So with that image only, with that picture only, I always decided to keep my content in English only.
Yeah, we both only thought that we are not gonna make it in Hindi because we do not want to limit it, because
Yeah.
it's not something that we are obsessed with English. It is something that English is international language. Everyone, like, even from people from Brazil, people from maybe Myanmar, and people from Canada, everyone can understand.
Yeah,
it,
people
right?
from Thailand can understand.
Yeah,
People from Singapore
Africa
can understand. Yeah.
it. Everyone can understand it.
Yeah. So that is my decision. I know that it is a very difficult route. There are a lot of things that I've done that if I did not do, I would have done much better in Torq 4712 channel. Especially, by the way, if you can see over there, there's a silver play button. That could have easily been a golden play button.
Let me just...
If I first of all change. For example, let us say if I change the name of my channel with something like exam or something, obviously it would have gotten more subscriber, right?
Remember one time you had this idea of, you had the craze of changing the name of your channel once initially.
Not
at the very
once.
initial phase.
I have dabbled with it multiple times. Even few months ago also I was thinking, should I change the name? What should I do? right? But yeah, that is, see, what assures you the most is that silver play button has the name written Talk 4712.
Yeah.
And my channel now is verified also by same name. If I change the name, that verify button will go, right? So I'm pretty much very sure right now that I'm going to keep it like that, more so than now, because now a lot of people know that name. But initially it was very, very difficult. Plus, if I kept the content in Hindi, then you know how high that views will be going on in those videos.
Yeah, I'm just having curious, like, why don't we make one podcast in Hindi?
Yeah, see, Momentum Podcast, what is up with Momentum Podcast now? That if a person is absolutely not comfortable in English, then I'll be definitely making the podcast in Hindi. And those podcasts go pretty well. But then that is a limitation, that if I make it in Hindi, then English, then the person will not be that comfortable.
Plus, you can't add subtitles in it, no?
Yeah, that I haven't even tried. It is not possible. A podcast 1 hour long, you cannot really add subtitles and all.
Yeah.
But I believe that people who are doing it in Hindi, they are smart in a lot of sense. I think that they are looking at it in their manner. I do not blame that. I think Ranveer also has a Hindi channel. Mayank Bhattacharya has a Hindi channel.
Like Dhruv Rathi also does videos in Hindi only, right?
So they have understood a niche. So here's the thing about a lot of people teach these things to you while you are trying to start your own. These days, a lot of tutorials and classes are going on. How you should start your podcast, how you should start your YouTube channel. If you go in any one of those, they will tell you that first select a niche. You should be talking in this specific type of topics. For example, Dhruv Rathi most likely will be talking about politics only. Every now and then he's going to suffice the need, but most likely he will be talking about politics only. And he has selected a language. And his second niche is vlogs, which is doing fantastic well right now as well. Ranveer's most of the videos were focused towards men's wellness, and he focused towards that. He started with English, he found a need over there, there was a space, then he started in Hindi only also. But he also has a specific niche.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. I'm sorry.
For example, this you can also speak. It is your podcast.
No, but you were speaking. No, I was. I thought you were finished. No. I was just placing out my opinion over that.
Tell me, what were you saying?
And now it just skipped off my mind.
So what I was saying, that for example, this Men Sutra channel, what was his name? Shwetab. So his idea is all about men's only, and most of the time is focused towards relationship and all. Abhi and New is most of the time focused on the current things that are going on. They are trying to raise awareness. So they have a niche. My problem personally is that I cannot fix myself to that.
Yeah, you become saturated with that.
That is, again, see, I understand that is their choice, and I do not understand what goes in their head, but I respect that. No issues. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, if they feel good about it and if they are satisfied, then it's fine.
Yeah. So making Hindi or English is not a difference, but it is true that ultimately English is a more recognized language over the internet. So they did a study recently that what is the most used language on internet, and it is hands down English only. So if you're on internet and you're staying on English language, it has a longevity. That is the thing, and that is the only reason we choose to keep it like that, right?
I'm sorry, I'm saying something out of the blue.
Sure.
But is your chair lower than mine?
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel so.
No, I don't know, but I'm not going to take
I feel like I'm just sitting on upper hand.
Oh, is it? Then you can bring it down.
Maybe like you can see the difference.
No. I'm actually too much like this.
I'm also sitting comfortably only.
Okay.
Okay.
It is fine, Komal. Does not matter. It is a podcast we are going to do on a beanbag very soon. Okay.
Yeah, we're just thinking to have some good interior decor and then just sit comfortably, and while sipping coffee we can just have one podcast and some chit chat conversation that we started, candid conversation. Remember in Starbucks?
Yeah, we did that when we were able to go outside. Now we are not able to go outside at all, and the lockdown in Bangalore has been extended. It's a harsh reality. What to do? It jolted in like a straight arrow straight into my heart when that
now it's getting too much. We are like, we want to go out.
Be careful before
But
people
we
start.
can't. But we can't. Like, we want to. It's everyone is urging for so. Everyone is wanting to go out, but we can't. We are not going out. But what can we do? Like, it's taking now. Sometimes what happens? Your mind gets full of suffocation and it gets blank that now I want to breathe outside. I want to go outside. You can. You like, I never do that, but every now and then I get that urge.
I also get the urge that my scooty wants to roll. It has been sitting over there for the last 3 weeks. It has not been moved. Okay, anyways. See, like I said, it is never planned. This is how our podcast goes.
We talked about YouTubers basically.
We basically talked about YouTubers, Reels, Shorts. We talked about a lot of things. But that is why I cannot really skip podcasts. I just want to do it because it is a place where you can talk.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
After a podcast will be over, Ashish will be the happiest person you'll ever find on earth.
Okay, I have to do something about that. Anyways, Komal, what was the topic that we wanted to talk about? Changing beauty standards.
Beauty standards.
We chorused over there. Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me, like, it is my topic. I researched on it a little bit, right? So you tell me what's your perception and then I'll add my views on it.
Most of my perceptions have been influenced by your perception. So don't blame me when I'm copying yours.
It's fine.
What I basically think is that beauty is something that should not be limited to external physical features.
Yeah.
There's to some extent, for example, people want good body. They want good athletic abilities. They want this should be my chest size, this should be my waist, this should be my thighs.
Yeah.
It is now, I'm not looking at it in a visual form. I'm only looking at it in a way that is healthy for a person. That is how I look at things now that I've been enlightened by you, Komal Taya. So that is what I feel. What do you think?
I think like we people always say that beauty, everybody nowadays on social media everywhere is like beauty is not external, it's something that comes from within. But I feel like how many of you literally feel that? How many of you, like, when you're slamming your ex's girlfriend or boyfriend and then just passing those comments?
Yeah.
Right, it happens.
It's
I've seen people where on social media they are putting like that, and in person also they're talking like, look, beauty does not matter, your heart should be beautiful.
Yeah.
But when they pass such comments in front of me only, when going in the conversation, going with the flow, not realizing that they once said that to me and now they are just contradicting their own statement, means they did not mean by that statement. That just came with the influence of social media, with the trend of social media, that everybody wants to be good over there, everybody wants to say things which are popular, which can make them, people get fascinated by them like that.
Okay.
So I don't think so. Like, literally, if I say only hardly 5% people mean by those statements.
It's like most of the people, when it comes to their personal life, they'll say that everyone is beautiful, but I want to date that girl who looks like Bihati Prinsloo, right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Ultimately, when it comes to your own choices, you're also influenced by that. And in some manner, you are enslaved with that. You can't really escape.
Yeah, I also, like, I will not shy away from accepting the fact that since childhood only, I also had little bit perception of like different beauty standards in negative way. I'm not saying that I was like that only, because I was subjected with those things with my surroundings, because I've never gone out and I've seen my people around me telling me that this is good, this is bad, this skin color is good, this skin color is bad. But when I started realizing to some extent that this is going wrong, right? But after coming out and when I saw the different dimensions of world and life, I realized that this is going wrong, and your whole life have been a lie, which you were thinking like, this is happening, this skin color, this caste, this creed is something good, which I have been subjected with is wrong. So that automatically changed my perception. I started realizing it. I started taking a stand for people who are subjected with some inferiority complex in my side, at my society, where people pass comments on girls who are not the desired who are not having the desired skin color. Oh my God, I'm not saying it, but I'm using the word so that people get it.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
I don't
a
want to
lot of
offend
people want
anyone.
to get politically correct. It is not possible to explain everything by being that. I will explain one of.
A lot of people get affected by that. The thing is that
Yeah, see, according to the society, there are
it has been stigmatized to that level.
Yeah, there are few things that are more beautiful than others. That includes skin color, that includes height, that includes weight, a lot of things. That the worst part is that not completely in a person's control. For example, when it comes to skin color, you cannot do anything. It's not like if you work very hard, which a lot of people start working very hard to change their skin color.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the last art of speaking class, 10 students were there, and I asked, how many of you guys feel that you look more beautiful when you smile? And to my surprise, 2 people actually did not raise their hands.
In today's session too.
No, today's session also.
Today's session also, people were uncomfortable that we do not look that good.
Yeah, there were few
speaking
people.
and like that.
But over there, they actually did not raise hand. And when I asked that, actually, do you really feel that? And they said, yes, because I've been told that my teeth are crooked and I don't look better while smiling. Those people are really not smiling because that is what they have been told throughout their life. So that is a real problem. And I also did not used to smile, correct? Because that is imparted. I grew up listening to a lot of people calling me, you are dark skinned. In my school, there was a girl, I was in 4th standard. And she went back to me and she just said, Kalu, like that. I'm barely in 6th standard. How old are you? 14, I think.
Yeah.
And this girl is also 14. And this is very common. That
Not 14, you must be around 11 or 12.
Okay,
like that.
I don't know. I'll have to calculate. Not that good in mathematics, even though I was an astro scientist. But anyways, coming back to the point, the topic remains the same. That we are just kids. And these mentalities, and I know that definitely must have plunged a deep dent in my heart somewhere or the other, correct? So you live your life like that for years and years until someone actually tells you that it is not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
There are people right now sitting in America who are trying to get tans to increase the darkness of their skin, right?
Yeah, but like you can see, nobody is satisfied. Asians want to
there
get
are a lot
fairer, and Westerners want to get tan skin, dark skin. So it's all about the trend. It's all about the country. It's all about the tribe, age, timings when you're born in.
Yes.
Right.
For example,
So there is no perfect standards of a beauty that this is perfect beauty.
It's variable.
And what?
It's variable. Like I said, no, during the French
It's evolving.
Revolution, fat girls used to be the models over there, because being fat basically means that you are very rich and wealthy and you have sufficient amount of money to buy a lot of food. And because of that, all the posters and paintings that you will see at that time in 1400s, you are going to see a lot of fat models.
Yeah, the first
their
statue.
big bellies.
First statue, I guess that was the name of Windroff. I don't remember. But there was one statue where it was the first statue of women, I guess, where people found it out. And it was a woman who was having very big breasts, very big hips. Like It was like that. And it was acceptable.
What are you talking about? Which country?
Not country. There was one statue. It was, I guess, the first statue. Like you can search it out. Statue of something Windroff.
Okay, we are going to put a picture over here. No issues.
So it was like that statue did not have that slender thighs and slim waist like that. So it was very much kind of overweight side, and it was okay for people, and it idealized the women to be like that.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know. He's searching it up.
Yeah, please continue. I'll try to find out because it is very interesting.
It's always changing. There are some instances in 19th century. Japanese women used to blacken their teeth.
Why?
I don't know why. Like they considered it to be beautiful.
All right.
Right, but then things happen and now people want white teeth, like Colgate Smile. Right, so it keeps on changing. It also, before TV happened, a lot of women were happy with the way they used to look. But after the TV happened, a lot of young girls, they wanted a slender body. So it kept on changing, and I think it's changed more because of social media and television.
Yeah, and social media is such a vague kind of image. It's like girls trying to be like Barbie doll or something, which is actually a fictitious image in some man's head, probably. Correct.
Yeah, that is happening.
And few days ago only, I think there's an Instagram page shit model management, right?
Yeah.
And they bring all these cases of where harassment is going on for models and all.
And India's top agencies, modeling agencies, were in that. It's not few days, only yesterday or day before yesterday. That girl is the admin of that page. I know that. So she pulled up one session where people used to comment like, I got harassed, or I was told that you need to be size 0. Like, even you are size 2, you can work in industry, but they were forced.
What is size 0?
I don't know, like size 2, size 4, maybe some US UK standards.
Okay.
But size 0 is
minimum.
like when people are literally getting hospitalized.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
condition.
starving.
So you have to maintain that. You have to starve literally.
Okay.
And they were pushed, models were pushed, and
So do they really have any proof that these agencies
they're
did
just
something?
putting the messages. Look, I got the look, some models from that agency are messaging me.
Okay.
That girl only puts up, and a lot of blue tick people who are industry specialists and who are industries biggies, good models, all are following that page. So that page, I guess, has much worth. Everybody over there comments, look, this is happening like that, and that is considered to be very authentic page if some harassment is kind of going on with you.
Okay. So there are few models who are taking the names that these agencies did that, but are they revealing their own name and faces?
No, I think she'll just cut the name and then
Okay.
just put the
But
chat on story.
We'll have to trust the page in that case, right?
Yeah, obviously that is authentic.
What
I
if
can say that.
what if they make up their own chats and they are anyways hiding the face? How can you
Why
trust?
not they are including other agencies? Only that.
They
much
literally listed all the agencies there are.
Yeah, but not only the listing. Also in the comment section, girls are commenting, look, no wonder this agency is there. I was also harassed.
Okay.
You can see in the comment section that is filled with that
Okay, there are
kind
some
of shit.
people openly talking about it. All right.
Yeah, people are talking about it. So it's not something they are pulling it out of views or out of attention. It is authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people take a huge amount of drastic decisions to change their body, and a lot of them are not safe. For example, when it comes to men also, there are a lot of boys who are just lifting, and I've seen so many boys almost injured 24/7. They're having some injury or the other because of the decisions that they took. I know one person personally that he went to a doctor to surgery out some of the muscle from his chest to get it better, and he spent lakhs over there.
Yeah, Asian also, like they are getting their eyelid surgery done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You
to
only told me that, and I
that.
also read it while I was researching on this topic, changing beauty standards, thanks to Anjali ma'am. She only suggested me this topic, and I researched on it, and when I research, I get deep dive into it, literally.
Yes.
So I was researching and I just saw that Asians are getting their eyelid surgery so that they can look like that.
In China,
like more Westerners.
In China, one man, there must be a lot of them, but one man actually placed some metal over there in spine to increase his height. Otherwise, he's not going to get married like that. In China, China is having a huge issue when it comes to the ratio between male to female. And there are a lot of things going on. I think they are on the top of the food chain. I think the whole beginning of plastic surgery is the beginning of insecurities. Like, how insecure can you be, man, to have so many surgeries? Do you even recognize yourself after you have done so many surgeries? I cannot recognize those people before and after. There are so many before and afters, right? You basically changed your body in a very unnatural manner.
Yeah. So Ashish, I was just wondering about these beauty standards. Where does this come from? So I guess it comes from before television and before social media.
It always comes from the biggest medias.
like from drawings and paintings at that era.
That was the media over there.
Like that was era when people like some historian guy, some random guy draws some his fantasies in his like the way he likes women and just draws it. And people, then women try to follow that. Women try to get influence and then they try to incorporate the same beauty and same outer beauty, the same figure.
But here's the thing, there's a scientific reason also why men are attracted towards that 36 20 34 30 34 26 36.
No, that has changed. Like in modeling now it has changed.
Okay, but
But that the ratio which you are telling me, that is for a woman who can carry a baby well.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that is 36 24 36 24 36.
Yeah, that is what scientists after research said, that if a woman is having that kind of body, then she is going to be able to carry a child in the best manner. That is why a lot of men are naturally attracted towards that body. It is kind of like genetics. So that might be also a reason, correct?
Yeah, but nowadays like modeling industry has changed completely. It has taken a turn completely where your hips cannot exceed 34. Like your agent will literally call you and will tell you that lose weight. You can't exceed 34. Where your breast can be like as minimum as possible. We're happy. Like it can't exceed certain level.
Super slender, that's what they want.
Yeah, they want only scale structure.
It makes some sense to me why it would be advantageous for them, because they want to display the clothes and all.
Exactly.
And the clothes will look good in those kind of body, right?
Yeah.
Because they are basically a hanger, right?
So that shows, no, like if the fat content is less, so obviously that shows that it is less in your body.
What do you say about the plus size models then? That
plus size models is a kind of only, it is a truth
quota
that agencies are telling that look, we are also hiring curvy models, but also for curvy models they have standards. Look, this only we want, and that too only want Barbara Palvin. You all must be knowing her.
I am not knowing her. I think she was a plus size model.
Yeah, but nobody knew that she was plus size because she was that. She was okay. Like nobody knew
famous.
that. Famous, she is very famous, but nobody knew that she looked thin only. But a lot of people thought that she's thin only and thin model only, but she was plus size model. Just take a look.
Oh, all right. So according to statistics, she is a plus size model. Yeah. According to the agency. Yeah, I got it. You showed me the picture once.
Exactly. And a lot of you must be shocked after that.
Yeah, a lot of shady things.
You must be under the same impression.
Yeah, she's a plus size model, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Barely looking plus size. She's like looking like
but
Komal.
also plus size also they are like on the higher side of weight. So there are models, but very limited. Very limited. Like in their casting, they'll invite you and they'll tell you we need plus size, and then they'll just cross, and then just they take the models they always wanted to take.
Agencies are having huge amount of monopoly, I think.
Yeah,
they are able to play
taking
things
one
for
type
granted.
of things only.
Yeah,
like we have experienced.
Yeah,
they are on another tangent only. I don't think so. What they are doing sometimes, they are not open for everything. They are only selective for very few.
They are having huge weight when it comes to these activists and all. Every now and then they will be shunned, so they have to play by the rules. Maybe they are having their issues as well. Correct.
What?
I mean, they are having that you have to have these kind of people also. These kind of people show diversity over there.
Yeah. But the most popular agencies like IMG, Next, Select, these all agencies are, they claim to be like, I want to be diverse, and everybody in modeling industry should be open for diversity because that's what clients are looking for. Diversity.
Okay.
Like they do not want the same face again, same kind of similar structure. But I guess India has a lot of scope in international market.
Yeah.
But people are not going over there.
Yeah.
Remember that
India has a lot of scope in everything, but we are not going there.
Remember that coach who trained Gigi Hadid?
I don't. Who is that?
Mandy.
Okay.
Yeah. When I sent my Polaroids to her, she liked that. She really liked that.
Yeah. But we don't have the resources, right?
We don't have that. Obviously, I can't go over there right now. But she liked my picture, so it means that I feel Indians have a lot of scope over there, because in international market, Indian models are not there, right? So they need diversity, and India is full of diversity. So
Yeah,
if we
that is the
start
thing.
representing international community,
India, like you can find a lot of people over here who look like Africans. You can find people who look like Chinese or Japanese or Taiwanese. You can find lot of people who look like white, like pure white. Go to
Yeah.
Kashmir, you're going to find white people basically. Brown is obviously over there.
Yeah.
You're going to find hundreds of different varieties of brown as well. For example, your brown to my brown to someone else's brown will be different range, right? You can find 10 different types of brown over here.
Yeah.
Correct. Nose structure and all also vary over here. You go to Delhi area, you're going to find sharp nose. You go to, let us say, a little bit close to where I am, that is a different kind of structure. And you are going to find mixture also. For example, a lot of times might look to a lot of people like I belong from Thailand, because I have dark skin texture. At the same time, I have this Asian kind of eyes.
Yeah, sometimes
So
you get
it might look like that.
misinterpreted, right?
Yeah, so it might look like. So we have basically all of the globe over here
Yeah.
sitting.
So I think scouters should come in India and scout people from here.
Yeah, no, they are not going to bother. Anyways,
Oh God,
it looked like we did our own advertisement, did it? No, we are not trying to do that. We are just being proud of India.
I just said, like, I'm not saying, I'm not bragging about things. I'm just saying, like, if I can do, you can also do. You also have that features. You also have that charisma, and you may also get scouted. So just go for it.
India has its own beauty standards, by the way. The one you see in Bollywood and all.
Yeah.
Correct. There will be one item song dance in all the, doesn't matter how even in a lot of patriotic movies also you're going to see item song dance and all. Correct.
Not item song, but there will be love angle for sure.
That I think you cannot run away from any movie. So there was a movie called Stalingrad. It is on World War II, of when the Nazis and the Russians clashed. And in that, the trailer, I was going through the comments, because YouTube comments are the best, right? And in that also, they have just placed love angle in that. How many World War movies that I've watched? There was Enemy at the Gate, which was also in Stalingrad. There's again a love angle over there. There was one movie 1917, no love angle over there. Yeah, there are a lot in which they are not having love angle. But in India, we are always going to have. Yeah.
It is compulsory.
I take my words back. For example, there's this movie.
What happened? Something happened.
Okay. All right, guys. Sorry, we got exhausted of memory card. I was only planning to record for less than 1 hour, but it turned out that we have been recording for more than 1 hour.
We basically planned it like that in first 15 minutes we'll talk about beauty standards, and in next 15 minutes we'll talk about communism.
What actually turned out to be like half an hour, we are talking about TikTok and Reels and all. Okay. Komal was also saying that, Ashish, you are a little bit lazy today. And that might be very, very true. I just realized. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes it happens. But basically what I was saying is that I take my words back. There are a lot of movies which are war-based and maybe patriotic, which does not have a love angle.
Yeah, a lot of things are there.
Matter of fact-
Interstellar is there.
Yeah, Interstellar is a different kind of love. Love between a father and a
Yeah,
daughter.
like it's different. It's not that kind of boy and girl romance.
Yes,
Right.
yes. True.
So
But there is a whole series, Band of Brothers, on World War II. And there's not a single love kind of thing. No, actually there's one love kind of thing. So what happens is that this is one American soldier who falls in love with a French nurse, and then the French nurse dies in one episode or 2 episodes. So you
only
get
that much.
that much. That very realistic. Same goes with Game of Thrones. This is the protagonist, this is the hero, and then he dies. And then you move to the next one.
Yeah.
So in real life, there are no heroes, guys. There are only people. You have to believe that first. Komal, shall we end this, or shall we keep on going on?
Yes.
Sorry, guys, we did not stick to the topics today. Maybe next time. In the next one, Komal is going to be much more free. Let us know if you enjoyed the podcast or not down in the comment section. We love your comments, and Komal goes through all of them. And we also want you to let us know what is your favorite parts, because we are getting in with the reels and the shots, guys. We are not going to miss out with that. No, sir. We are going to do both. We are going to do podcasts and we are going to do reels as well.
Yeah.
Because the channel 100% focused with podcasts, it is going to grow very slow. So we have to be smart about it.
So you tell us which part should be converted into reels and shorts like that.
Yeah.
So we'll convert that.
Yeah.
Also, tonight's episode was kind of easy peasy.
Yeah, it was a chill. Guys, get used to it. Every now and then we are just going to relax and talk. And that is why I was not pushing too hard. Ashish, just chill out. You had a tough day today anyways. Just relax.
You must have seen him before this podcast was getting started.
All you need to do is just follow my Instagram and you are going to find how much things that I do in a single day.
Yeah. He's easy peasy now only. Before the podcast was getting started, he was literally wreaking havoc around this
I
studio.
completed my first batch of Master Communicator today.
I was also there.
Yeah, Komal thought that she's going to have one class today, and then she found out that class is not today, it is actually tomorrow at the same time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my class was starting up. So Komal is so privileged as she is. She got a free entry to my Master Communicator. And we had a good time. It was basically one session of art of speaking only, but focused towards the few things which are the most necessary. Kind of like a capsule course, a crash course.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't want to commit with so much amount of time of 1 month course, and some people don't want to commit with so much amount of money of 3,000 rupees. So they are like, okay, 500, give me what you got.
Yeah.
And then you got what I got, and then you want more. That's how it goes. So guys who want a shorter kind of course, then definitely enroll for the Master Communicator. If you want the full package, then you are going to go for Art of Speaking. That is great as well. Komal has the idea and experience of both of them. You have attended both of them.
Yes.
And that's about it for the Torq Fire podcast. Love you guys, and we are going to see you again next week, definitely, because Komal is free now. And
Not that much free.
yeah, not that much, but she is going to manage the time because this is important and serious for her.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yes. Now let's do it more frequently.
Komal is doing amazing on her Instagram lives, by the way. That day you came live alone.
Yeah, it was once only. If I could have done today also, if we would have recorded earlier, I was thinking like before podcast I'll just have one, or after podcast I'll just have one live. Or maybe I should go live now.
Go live on Sunday, no? After the
I'll
podcast.
go live now.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Or right after the podcast is released, you can go live. After 1 hour, after the hour hardcore followers have gone through the podcast,
Yep.
then you can go live. Okay, so it is fixed then. After 1 hour of the release of this podcast, Komal Taya is going to be live on Komal_Fire.
No, I will be having one class.
Oh
that
shit.
time.
Then 7 o'clock.
No, I'll just put it on my Instagram at what time I'll be live.
Great, go get it. That's about it, guys. I'll see all of you in the next one. We will see all of you in the next one. That's about it. Naruto will see all of you in the next one. Maybe next time Joker is going to be over there, obviously. But whatever, you are going to be guessing. See you next time, guys. Till then, bye.
Take care and keep smiling. Bye bye.
Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to Talk 4712. Shit, I messed up. We're going to go again.
Top 47 beta.
Yeah. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Torq Fire podcast. How are you guys doing? Hello Komal Taya, Miss Beautiful.
Hello. How are you guys? I'm doing fine, and it's been so long since we have recorded any podcast because of my tight schedule. You must be wondering that it's lockdown and how can I be having
Sorry,
what
sorry,
are
sorry.
you doing?
फिर से करते हैं